Karl Popper, 1902–1994, was an Austrian-British philosopher and a prominent figure in the field of philosophy of science. He is best known for his work on the scientific method, falsifiability, and critical rationalism. Popper's ideas have had a profound influence on the development of modern scientific thought and on the philosophy of science. Popper was born in Vienna, Austria, and studied at the University of Vienna. He was strongly influenced by the ideas of the Vienna Circle, a group of philosophers who were interested in the logical foundations of science. Popper rejected their ideas, however, and instead developed his own philosophy of science, which he called critical rationalism. Popper argued that scientific knowledge is not derived from empirical observation, but rather from conjecture and refutation. According to Popper, scientific theories should be formulated as hypotheses that can be tested and falsified by empirical evidence. If a theory cannot be falsified, it cannot be considered scientific. Popper's falsifiability criterion became a central tenet of scientific methodology. Popper also rejected the idea of induction, which is the process of drawing general conclusions from specific observations. He argued that induction was not a reliable method of scientific inquiry because it was impossible to observe all possible cases. Instead, Popper advocated for deductive reasoning, which involves deriving specific conclusions from general principles. In addition to his work on the scientific method, Popper made significant contributions to the philosophy of social and political sciences. He was a vocal critic of totalitarianism and argued that the only way to protect democratic societies was through critical inquiry and debate. Popper's most famous works include The Logic of Scientific Discovery, 1934, The Open Society and Its Enemies, 1945, and Conjectures and Refutations, 1963. In these works, Popper developed his ideas on falsifiability, critical rationalism, and the importance of freedom and democracy in society. Overall, Karl Popper's ideas have had a profound impact on the philosophy of science and the social sciences. His emphasis on falsifiability and critical inquiry has become a fundamental principle of scientific methodology, and his defense of democratic values has inspired generations of scholars and activists.